How's it going, everybody? Jason Kate, moreguitarlessons.com and moreguitarriffs.com. This is Blacklist's home, and to play this, he's actually using a capo to do it. However, I figured out a way to do it where you can play it with the open strings, just regular. You're going to be tuned down a half step, but basically without having to pull out a capo. If you're like me and all, when I used to play in a lot of cover bands, I got tired of pulling out capos and stuff, so I try to figure out ways to play it. If you tune down a half step, you can actually be in key with the actual CD. So I'm going to start this out. It starts out in the key, it's in D minor, and your first actual chord is going to be a D minor open. And I'll go through it once first, and then I'll break it down for you. All right, so this first one is going to be an actual D minor, and just to fret the actual chord, I'm going to use my second finger on the third string, second fret. I'm going to put my third finger on the second string, third fret, and I'm going to put my first finger on the first string, first fret. Hope I didn't mess that up. And it's going to sound like this. Okay, so the actual pattern is we're going to start out with D. It's an open D string, third string, second fret, and then back to D again. So the first three notes are, okay. Then you're going to do a hammer-on the first string open to the first fret, and then you actually just come back up and pick the second string and third string again, how your fingers are still fretted. So, see what I'm saying there? And then that little pull off, and it repeats itself in here, is the first string, first fret, pulling off to the open string, and then the second string, first fret. So I'll play that real slow for you. Okay, second part, you're actually just going to an F, and you're going to do your third string is going to be on the fourth string, third fret. Second finger is going to be on the third string, second fret. And your index finger is going to be on the second string, first fret. And it goes like this. And it's really the same sequence, so once you get a feel for it. So it's fourth string, third fret, third string, and then back to the D string again, third fret. And then we're back to the hammer-on again. Oops, so it sounds like this. But however, on this part, if you want to you can play it a couple of ways. If you want to play it technically correct, you have to pull your index finger, after you do this hammer-on, you have to pull it back up and go to the second string, first fret, and then your second finger is still going to be on the third fret. So it's going to sound like this. I'm kind of messing that up there, but an easier way to do that, if you don't want to have to take your finger off of this first string that nobody can tell, you can just leave it there. And then come back up and pick these two notes, your third and fourth fret. Okay, because that's the end of it right there. Oops. So it's however you want to play it, and then that's how you're going to do the last one. You're going to hammer on to the first string with the open to the first string, and then you're going to play the second string, first fret, and the third string, second fret. Oh, I'm sorry, I said hammer on. You're actually pulling it off, so it's okay. So you're doing the sequence is exactly the same as the beginning. It's just you're starting to fret another chord here. That third part here goes to actual A, and then that's going to be just like this. Best way to do that is your first three notes are going to be open A string, fifth string, and then your next note's going to be the third string, second fret, and then you're going to play the open A string again, just like we did the sequence in the very beginning, kind of the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. and then you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's the same with the A, 1, 2, 3. Except for on this part, he actually does a little slide thing here. And to do this, the best way to do it is to take your index finger and fret the first two strings, your first and second string, and then place your third finger on the third fret of the second string. So you're actually playing these two notes right here. See, and the reason you want to fret this with your first finger is because once we slide this up, he comes back and he's going to pull it back. So anyway, you're going to put it at the first and third, slide that forward. So now you're playing the first string third fret and the second string fifth fret. So and then you're going to come back, and he hits that actually twice, and then he pulls it off. See how that does? And after that, he simply just goes to a C major, and then he throws in an actual note, but because we're not playing it with the capo, the notes are actually up here higher, but just to kind of simulate it, you're going to play a C major to open, and then drop your pinky down to the first string, third fret. So your C major is going to be third finger, third fret on the fifth string, second finger, second fret on the fourth string, and your index finger, your first finger on the first fret of the second string. That's your D, that's your C major. And as you're strumming it, drop your pinky in here on the third fret of the first string. So it's okay, so basically take those and just go through it slow. I actually just learned that, so I did kind of mess up just a little bit. I apologize for that. But those are the actual notes of it. Again, I'm going to be putting up more videos. If you got any ideas or there's anything you'd like to see in the future, let me know. Subscribe, and you'll be one of the first to get the video. Thanks for visiting. I'll see you on the next video.